Welcome to the iHeart Latin channel, lesson number 14, where we are going to talk about the verb sum, to be. So let's look at our four principal parts. We have our first person singular, sum, meaning I am, our infinitive, esse, meaning to be, our first person perfect, meaning I was, and our participle futurus, meaning about to be. It is an intransitive verb, meaning that it can't take a direct object, and it is irregular. That means it doesn't fit into the one of the regular four conjugations that we've already learned. So you just kind of have to memorize all the forms, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the three tenses that we'll be studying today. We've got the present, the imperfect, and the future. So our first person singular here, present tense, I am, you are, he, she, or it is, we are, you all are, they are. In the imperfect, I was, you were, he, she, or it was. We were, you all were, they were. And last we have the future. I will be, you will be, he, she, or it will be. We will be, you all will be, they will be. So one of the other interesting things about the verb sum is that sometimes you will see a compound version of this verb. What I mean by that is if you look over here at the vocab, you'll see this word, absum, ab esse, a fui, a futurus. And if you look closely, you'll see our lovely sum here repeated in this word with just an AB or an A in front of it. So what that means is they've taken the verb sum in all four principal parts and they've combined it, they've compounded it with this preposition ab or a, meaning from. And so when we put these two words together, we get a new word meaning am away or am distant. And this particular preposition here, ab or a, meaning from, takes the ablative. One of the rules for ab and a, if you're using it as a preposition, you will use the word ab if the next word that follows it, if the object, the preposition that follows it, starts with a vowel or an H, you will use an a, if the object, the preposition that follows it, starts with a consonant. So let's put all that fabulous information together and see if we can translate a sentence. All right, I am away from the camp. So if I wanted to translate this sentence, I will start where I normally start with my subject. So who or what is this sentence about? It's about me. There's my nominative. I am singular. I am first person. Am I masculine, feminine, or neuter? Well, it doesn't really matter too much with first or second person pronouns, so we'll just table that for now. And then what am I doing or being? Well, I am away. I know in Latin these two words are one verb. So here's my verb. If I have a first person singular subject, I need first person singular verb form. Is this present, imperfect, or future? Is it happening right now, in the past, or in the future? Well, I am away. It's happening right now. So I need a present tense form of this verb. And let's see, can I say I'm away who or what? No, I don't have a direct object. And in fact, I know that this verb is intransitive. It can't take a direct object. So we don't need to worry about anything in the accusative. But I have these other words here from the camp. Because I've done a lot of memory work, I know that from is a preposition. And if I have a preposition, it'll be followed by an object of the preposition. And I know from looking over here that this particular preposition takes the ablative in this construction. So we will put camp in the ablative. Is camp singular or plural? Well, this is one of those words that they always translate in the plural. Think about it more like tense, like multiple tense, rather than just one camp. And is it masculine, feminine, or neuter? Well, it is a second declension neuter word. All right, so let's put this all together. I will start with my prepositional phrase. I've just noticed that they tend to do that in Latin. So am I going to use ab or a? Does my object of the preposition start with a vowel or an H or a consonant? Well, castrorum, that starts with a consonant, right? So I'll use an A. So a, and then what is an ablative plural neuter second declension ending for castra, castrorum? It would be castris. All right, so now I just have to decide what verb I'm going to use here. So I need to say I am away, not just I am. So I'm not going to use plain old sum. I'm going to flip over here and I'm going to use fancy absum to say I am away or I am distant. Just so you know, absum follows the same pattern as sum. So all you would do is you would just look at these forms here and put an ab, or if you were using a fui, a futuris, you would put an a in front of it. But since we're using forms of the verb sum, we're just going to put an ab in front of one of these forms. So let's figure out which form we're going to use. I am away. Well, it's present tense, first person singular. So I look over here, present tense, first person singular would be sum. So it would be ab sum. Ab sum. That's what that would look like. Akastris ab sum. Now, if I change this to was away, was away, it is no longer present. Now it's imperfect tense, right? It was happening in the past. It's now imperfect. So ab sum would now change to first person imperfect, eram. So it wouldn't be ab sum anymore. It would be ab eram. All right, hope that makes sense to everybody. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Voilà.